Hello, this is Susan Eller with Tuesday's WTF module. When you experience what the think, what's their frame? That feeling is a reminder to yourself to transform your assumptions into genuine curiosity so that you and the learner can explore it together.
So, I do have a story about using advocacy inquiry to find out something interesting. This took place when I was a director of a nurse practitioner program, and I was on my way home on the train or getting ready to get on the train to administer the final exam of the final course. I had received an email from a student earlier in the day saying that she didn't want to take the exam that night. And I emailed back explaining that she needed to, and that there really wasn't a negotiation unless there was some extenuating circumstances. And she didn't offer any up. Then she called me and asked again if she could not take the exam. And I said the same thing again and hung up and was getting ready to get on the train and thought, you know what? I must be missing something here. This is a really good student. She's always been ultra responsible, good grades, good nurse practitioner. Didn't make sense. So I ended up calling her back and saying, we've had two conversations today, and I'm feeling like I'm missing something because it's not like you to be trying to get out of doing something that you know is an expectation. And I feel like there's something going on here that I'm not aware of, and I just want to check in with you and see what's up. At which point she burst into tears on the phone and then finally told me that her husband came home that afternoon and announced he was leaving the marriage. And she was, of course, amazingly distraught. And she ended up not taking the exam that night. We got her some emergency psychological help. And she ended up taking the exam a week later and doing wonderful and going on to become a very productive and happy nurse practitioner. But if I hadn't called her back that night, I'm not sure what would have happened in regards to her being able to move forward academically. And hopefully it helped her personally as well because she was in such a difficult spot. But it was because I reset myself and felt like I needed to get curious because there was something here that didn't make sense in terms of her prior behavior and what she was sharing. So I felt by taking that extra step and being curious about her thinking and what was going on really changed the outcome.